Everybody will at the march for science.
We are part of a movement of millions of people.
Yes, up close and personal with the scientists. I'm married to one. I know they don't bite. Really, truly. This is meant to be a community event. And as Amy mentioned, we are in solidarity with an international March for Science today on Earth Day.
So, what is your name and how old are you?
Janae, I'm 8 years old.
Hi, Janae. So I want each of you to take one pair of the balloons like this. All right, I'm gonna get a drum roll starting, and when I say go, I want the two of you to lift up the balloons and dump the powder into the bottles. Got it? Awesome. All right, got our drum roll going, and ready, set, go! Up. It looks like we got one filling up. Oh, and it is the orange balloon is the one with the baking soda.
10 a.m. and even though it was cold, we had lots of people.
Yeah,
And we loved it. We love it. So we're gonna be open every day till October 14th. So yeah, everybody is
I can touch you on his back here. How it feels like. So soft. One of the softest animals I've ever touched. Remember him?
He's even softer than the cats at home.
I think so too. Do you want to know why they're so soft? Okay, so I want you to think about your arm. Do you ever look at your arm and see little hairs coming out of your arm?
Yeah.
So every little hole in our skin, a follicle, we have one hair. They have 60 hairs out of every follicle. So that makes them extra fluffy.
Somewhat sticky.
Today in the spirit of, yes, we're here today because of current political events, current political strains and differences, of conflicts of opinion, and we seem to feel like we're trapped between two extremes. All of that's true, and we're all here because we're disturbed about that. But the spirit of today's event is one of celebration, and one of concern for our generation, our kids' generation, grandkids' generation, and the generations to come. One of the great taglines for this march is, "There is no planet B." There is none. This is the world we've got.
What are we marching for? To me, science is the unbiased observation about nature and the correct interpretation of natural laws. Not what we want the laws to be, but what the laws really are. I would return to this basic definition of science and the translational potential of science and how science actually enhances our lives. To combat this pathogen, then I will say to you today that March for Science.
I want to ask you some questions first. Do we have IU fans here? Yes! Do we have Purdue fans? Yes! Well, we are so fortunate to live in a town that has one of the greatest universities in the nation. Athletically, IU and Purdue are competitors, but academically, we are on the same team. Even in science, we are on the same team.
I can't agree with that more.
Using all of these discoveries together, this formed the basis of a field called molecular biology. Become scientists yourselves. It's not my research, it's not my job, it's not my title at Purdue that makes me a scientist, it's how I approach questions. Support your opinions with data, seek out facts, and reevaluate your position if new data arises. And more importantly, demand that our state and federal government make policy decisions that are grounded in established, vetted, scientific facts, not alternative facts.
Make it great again.
We'll make the change we can. If not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. Tell me when.
It's important for you to remember that agriculture, in fact, is one of the oldest practicing sciences. Man has been selecting crops, animals, trying different experiments in their fields for tens of thousands of years.
I want to say that science is opportunity for the many people who have experienced prejudice, malice, fear, patriarchy, and all the archies that have oppressed people through the ages. Are you a scientist? Yes? Then bully for you!
We're actually getting better and better at saying what we do today is going to affect the world in 20 years, or 50 years, or even 1,000 years. That's pretty amazing that we're able to build on this foundation of science that's been developed over hundreds and hundreds of years and basically see the future. We could see the future for our planet in a way that we never could before.
We need to stand up for the independence of science, and we need to stand up for people everywhere, even Ohio, accept science as the paradigm for life in the world. Whether an airplane can fly is not an opinion or a divine judgment, but it is a happy coincidence of good engineering and the pleasant disposition of a flight crew. Why is my dog sick? Let me ask a scientist called a veterinarian. Am I sick? Let me find out. I'll take my temperature. I'll take my blood pressure. Science. It's bloody everywhere. Right? Okay. It's a scientist's passion to understand the world as part of a coherent system that's testable and transparent.
The great thing about science is that it's true, whether you believe in it or not. The world needs science, and science needs